Hi there, welcome back. In this video, we'll be talking about a few mistakes that people make on hashtags, and also we'll be talking about the most common doubts that people have regarding hashtags. Okay, now the first thing that I want you to keep in mind about hashtags is that you have to narrow down your hashtags for targeting a specific audience. So now to make this point clear, let's take a look at an example. So as you can see on the screen, imagine that I'm running an Instagram page that is related to the stock market. So I post investing and trading tips and tricks and all those kinds of things on Instagram. Now as you can see on the screen, the stock market is a very small portion in the whole universe of finance. Now in finance, we have the traditional investments, we have the alternate investments, and it is inside this traditional investments that the stock market falls into. Well, you don't need to know all those things unless you're running a page on stock markets. But my point is this: while searching for hashtags, I'll be searching for hashtags solely related to stock market and not of the broader terms like traditional investments or bonds or keywords related to finance. Now, after you have searched for hashtags related to the stock market and you have reached a point where you can't find any hashtags related to the stock market, then and only then you should start searching for broader keywords like traditional investments and for finance. So whatever niche you might be, whether it be photography, designing, coding, etc., always try to narrow down your hashtag keywords, and then when you can't find enough hashtags of that narrow targeting, only then move to broader keywords. Now let me give you an example. Imagine that I post daily quotes from the Bible. So while searching for hashtags, I found this hashtag as you can see on the screen, and it reads hashtag Bible Art Journaling. So my question to you is that, as someone who posts quotes related to the Bible, should I use this hashtag called hashtag Bible Art Journaling? Well, if you want to know the answer is no. Because I post contents related to quotes from the Bible. But this hashtag is a completely different hashtag as it is related to artwork connecting to the Bible. Then and only then, as a last resort, I would use this hashtag. Okay, great. I hope that point was clear to you. Now let's move on to another important thing that is related to hashtags. So the important thing that I want you to know is that there are two types of hashtags, and those two types of hashtags are the niche specific hashtags and the post specific hashtags. Now you might be thinking, what is the use in knowing that there are two types of hashtags? Well, we'll understand a bit more about the two types of hashtags using an example. So as you can see on the screen, this page is called Tech Crawler. So I was asked to find some good hashtags for this page as it is my friend's page. So when I started searching for hashtags related to this page, it was extremely difficult to find hashtags for this page as I ran out of keywords to search for hashtags. So what helped me to tackle the situation where it is difficult to find hashtags because it is a difficult niche to find hashtags is the division of this niche specific hashtags and post specific hashtags. So the trick is to use 15 hashtags that is related to the niche and 15 hashtags that is related to the post that you are posting. Now in this case, the niche is related to tech or technology. So we will find 15 hashtags using hashtag bucket that are related to technology, tech, etc. And we'll be finding 15 hashtags related to the post that we are posting. So the last post that was posted on this page was related to editing apps. So we'll be searching for 15 hashtags related to editing and editing apps, etc. So those are the two specific hashtags that are niche specific hashtags and post specific hashtags. So if you run out of niche specific hashtags, try to focus on the post specific hashtags, and that would help you to grow your Instagram page. So I hope that this trick would help you to find the right hashtags for your Instagram posts. Now I think that it's time to move on to a few doubts that I commonly hear about a hashtag. So now as you can see on the screen, the first doubt is where to put your hashtags. Well, there are actually two places where you can post your Instagram hashtags. And the first place where you can put your hashtags is in your post captions. Now imagine that I'm running a business page related to Instagram growth, and I help people to grow their Instagram page. So let me post an Instagram post that says 2 Instagram secrets for business owners. And as you can see on the screen, I've gone to the post section and I've taken this post from my gallery, and you can see at the top there is an arrow. So after clicking on that arrow, you'll be seeing what I've shown on the screen. You'll be able to add filters and you'll be able to edit your post. And again, we have an arrow at the top. Just click on that arrow. And after clicking on that arrow at the top, you'll be seeing what I've shown on the screen. So I pointed my arrow to a place where you can write your caption, and it says write a caption. Now, as you can see on the screen, I've written a long caption that reads 2 cents for business owners on Instagram, blah blah blah, etc. And at the end, you can see that I put a few hashtags on my Instagram captions. And let me post this post by clicking on the tick icon at the top right hand corner. So after clicking on the tick icon, you can see that I've posted this post, and you can see on the right side the caption for this post, and at the bottom you can see the hashtags that I've put for this post on its captions. So that is the first place where you can put your hashtags. You can put your hashtags in the captions and they're going to work perfectly well. Now let's take a look at the second place where you can put your hashtags. And the second place where you can put your hashtags is in the comment section of your post. Now this is where a lot of people get confused, so pay attention to this part. Now imagine that I post in my post, but I forgot to put my hashtags in my captions. Well, don't worry, I can just go to the comment section of my post and then post my 30 hashtags over there, just like posting a normal comment. And I've shown this on the screen. Now one thing that you should note here is that in order for your hashtags to work after you put them in your comments, you have to put those hashtags in the comments within the first 0 to 3 minutes of posting your post. Or at least you should put your hashtags in the comments within the first 5 minutes of your posting. So that is an important point that you should take a note of. Well, you can expect your hashtags to work in your comments after you put them, say, after 1 hour or 2 hours later. So I hope that I'm clear on this topic. You have to post your hashtags in the comments within the first 5 minutes. Now let's move on to another mistake that people make, which I would call a big blunder. So the thing is this, hashtags won't work if you post them from a different account. Now to understand this, let me show you an example. So as you can see on the screen, this is a page from my college, and the username of this page is science_clave_SSC. Now you can see that they have posted a post, and you can see that they've also put 30 hashtags in the caption. But guess what? They weren't satisfied. They wanted more reach from hashtags, so what they did was they started posting hashtags from other pages. And I've shown this on the screen by pointing an arrow towards it. So you can see that they have spammed a lot of hashtags in the comments, probably more than 30 hashtags in the comments. So guess what? This isn't going to work. Because firstly, only 30 hashtags are going to work per post. And the second reason is that you have to post your hashtags from the account that you post your content from, and not from some other account. So they have spammed a lot of hashtags from the account called the evocative resumings or something like that. So I hope you understand this common mistake that people make. Don't fall for this mistake. You have to post your 30 hashtags from the account that you're posting your contents, and you can't use more than 30 hashtags in your posts. Okay, now let's see the difference between posting your hashtags in your captions versus posting your hashtags in your comments. Well, the advantage of posting your hashtags in your caption is that you can edit your captions. So if you made some mistakes in your hashtags, you'll be able to correct that mistake by editing your caption. Okay, now let's talk about the points related to posting your hashtags in your comments. Well, the first disadvantage of posting your hashtags in comments is that you can't edit your comments. But for the caption, you'll be able to edit your captions, but in the comments, you won't be able to do that. Maybe in the future, Instagram might provide a new feature where you can edit your comments, but as of now, you can't edit your comments. So that is the disadvantage of posting your hashtags in your comments. Now let us take a look at the advantages. And the advantage of posting your hashtags in your comments is that your captions look very neat. So when you put all your hashtags in your captions wouldn't be looking neat, and people would find it annoying to read your caption. So caption is for putting the caption and not spamming your hashtags. So instead of putting your hashtags in the caption, you'll be able to put your hashtags in the comments, and hence your captions would look neat. Now the next advantage of posting hashtags in your comments is that it is helpful when you forget to put your hashtags in your captions. Now this is a very common thing that happens when people post a post, they forget to put their hashtags in the captions. After writing long and lengthy captions, we might often forget to put hashtags in the caption. So suddenly after posting a post and you remember that you forgot to put the hashtags in your caption, you can just directly go to the comment section and you'll be able to post your hashtags right over there. So those were the advantages of posting your hashtags in the comment section. Now let me talk a bit more about editing your caption. So now as you can see on the screen, imagine that I posted my Instagram post and at the end I put my hashtags. But suddenly I noticed that instead of writing hashtag personal branding, I wrote hashtag personal banding. So clearly I've misspelled the word branding and I've written banding. So don't worry, here is where the edit your caption helps you. Now as you can see on the screen, you just have to go to the post that you have posted and you'll be able to see 3 dots at the top right hand corner. Just click on that and you'll see what appears on the right side of the screen. And there you'll be having an option to edit your post. And as you can see on the screen, after clicking on the edit icon, you'll be able to edit your mistake and make it correct. So that is the helpful feature of the edit option. So we have just seen how to edit your Instagram post. Now the next thing that I'm going to say is a bit interesting. So the interesting part is that don't edit your Instagram posts. I'm pretty sure that most of you didn't know about this thing. So you might ask, why shouldn't we edit our Instagram posts? Well, the answer to that question is shown on the screen. So as you can see on the screen, when you post something on Instagram, Instagram shows your content to a few of your audience. And after that, it checks whether those few people engage with your contents. And if a lot of people have engaged with your contents, then the Instagram algorithm would show your contents to more and more people. But if nobody engages with your contents, then the algorithm doesn't show it to more people. So one key factor that people miss out here is that you should get a huge number of engagements within a very small amount of time. So the small amount of time is really important. Now imagine that I got 100 likes, 20 comments and 10 reshares for a post on Instagram within the first 20 minutes that I've posted that post. So when I edit my post, what is going to happen is that the algorithm will reset the metrics for engagements. So after I edit the post, the metrics of the algorithm would turn into 0 likes, 0 comments and 0 reshares, but the time would still remain the same and it would be 20 minutes. So if you check the post, it would show 100 likes, 20 comments and 10 reshares. But for the Instagram algorithm, it's 0 likes, 0 comments and 0 reshares within the first 20 minutes. So all the metrics would turn into 0 till the minute that you have reset it, and only from there on the Instagram algorithm would be checking the number of likes, the number of comments and the number of reshares. So when you edit your post, it would be a low number of engagements and hence your post wouldn't get much reach. So don't edit your post. So if you make a mistake, delete that post and then repost that post again. And that is the best alternative for editing your post. And I hope you understood this fact and I hope you'll be using this fact in your life. Now those were the common mistakes and doubts that I wanted to correct regarding hashtags in this video. So that is all about hashtags. We'll wrap up this section over here and we'll be continuing in the next section.